Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this hurting her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck your bob if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Get him, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make him out. Promise the heater gon' make him out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand I throw.
Happy Sunday, everybody. How are you guys? Let's do a quick roll call. Marianne Hope, hi, sis. How are you? Thank you. Peace and love to you too, sweetie. Celia Wald, hey, sweetie pie. How are you, my New York sister? Hey, J Fid. I am so close to the date. I lost my dad 2 years ago. I will miss this one. Have a healing stream. All love you, J Fid, and I am so sorry for your loss. Love you so much, my sweet girl. Stephen Crisco, hey, sweetie pie. BB from VA, how are ya? Hey, KCG, thank you for renewing your membership. You are once again a cancel, sweetie pie. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Vera, how are you, my beautiful Vera? I hope you are well today. Jay Tucker, hey, how are you? Yes, we're back on, baby. How you doing? Rabbit of Chaos, hey, sweetheart. Nice to see you. My Patty Brunner, my girl. How are you? Show it. The grifters are back. The grifter is back. Inside joke, sorry. Hey, 50 Shades of Beige. Hey, show it. I'm feeding my dogs. Be back in a few. I understand. Why does my accent turn southern? No disrespect to southerners. It just happens. I don't fucking know. Okay. Anyway. Hey, Pat Wetzel. How are you, sweetie? Thank you for doing this. You got a lot of people here with broken hearts, girl. I know, myself included. I know, sweetie. And if we can just be together an hour or two and relate, empathize, and maybe heal, begin healing, continue healing, then that makes me very happy. Hey, Kara, how are you? Shorty pie. Everything happens for a reason, and in my opinion, everything happens for a reason. Hey, Stormy Rivers, how are you, beautiful? So nice to see you. Okay, I think I say hello to everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying their Sunday. How are you? Listen, I know it is a grief and bereavement, and maybe I should be dressing a little more formal, but it is Sunday, and Sunday is like my relaxed day. Weekends are like relaxed days. So, hello, everybody. I again hope you guys have been enjoying your Sunday. Today's been just a relaxed day. I get up early. I get up early every day, but I get up early. I sweep and mop. I feed Stormy. Clean the bathroom if it needs to be cleaned. While my eldest son was in the shower getting ready for work, I made his bed. I know he can make his own bed. He usually does, but took his laundry that I had folded, so I wanted to make his bed, put his laundry there. So just, right, even when I'm not at work, if I do something around the house, I feel productive. That's just me. And if I clean something every day, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel useful. So that is just me. So thank you. Thank you, Jay Tucker. I appreciate you. I just put some graphic liner today, some yellow and red, kind of to match my SpongeBob t-shirt, I've been feeling the no makeup kind of vibe. So y'all know I love my eyeshadow, but I just wanted to do a little graphic liner and then match it with the red lip. So that is what I did today. Nothing too major. My hair is nice and washed. Ooh, freshly washed hair. There's just something sexy. I don't care. All right, sorry. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Like I said, again, um, months and months ago, I did a bereavement stream. Well, it was supposed to be a bereavement stream, but I started off addressing drama that had no reason for me to even address it. Um, and so it kind of derailed it and all of that. So I felt like the lighting just changed. That was weird. Anyway, okay. Um, I felt like it just deserved its own stream. And I know a lot of people are dealing with grief. A lot of people have been dealing with grief. And it doesn't matter if it's fresh grief or if it's from 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Losing somebody doesn't get easier. You learn every day how to cope, but the heartache doesn't go away. Missing your loved ones doesn't go away. So I just think it's important every now and then to do another grief or bereavement stream, and it's not like I'll do a bereavement or a grief, stream, right? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll speak about my losses. And then that's it. Okay. I never have to speak about it again. It is a process we will go through forever. In my opinion, when you lose somebody, and I don't know, things I say, right? People like to get offended. It's the new thing to be offended on social media. Hi, Teresa. Audi. Hey, Audi. How are you, sweetheart? It's maybe not even a new thing, but people are offended by everything and anything. Um, Hi, women are not cowards. Hello. Nice to have you here. And I agree, women are definitely not cowards. Thank you for that. Well, not all women, because some women are cowards. But okay, all right, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, okay. Um, so it's the new thing, that's why I have a whole emoji, Karenina. Karenina, Karen is not for a particular race. It is for character flaws, character traits. So when I say Karenina, we say Karen, that does not pertain to a certain race. No, there are men Karens. There are all races of Karens. I just say Karenina. I'm Hispanic, just like to say Karenina. So hey, Wanda Steves. Hey, JJ Manita. We're glad to have you here. So I feel like I have to always preface things before I say it because the offended are going to be offended. Even if I say, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend people, they're going to be offended for me daring to say, I'm not trying to be offensive. So fuck you if you're offended. Okay, that's how we're going to do that. Hey, Sunshine. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, Sunshine. I'm kidding, but not really. Okay. Anyway, so um people grieve in all stages of life, and I think that when somebody passes, the people left behind are the ones in pain still, right? Whether somebody passes suddenly, somebody passes from an illness, somebody passes from an accident, all the reasons people pass, right? The people left behind, the people that love them, are the ones that are still suffering because they miss them every day. Or if it happens suddenly, now you have to deal with shock on top of grief, on top of loss, on top of the 5 stages of grief. You're It's a shock to your system because you didn't see it coming. Even if you do know, like, let's say somebody's ill and you know it's coming, it's still a shock to your system. Okay. Um, I am not here to tell anybody how to grieve. Hey, my Megs, how are you, my beautiful girl? Yes, yes, this is a crema stream, a crema. Hey, Megs, how are you? I'm not here to tell anybody how to grieve, what their grief should look like, how long they should grieve, um, any of that. I'm just here to try to relate and hopefully give you a little bit of my experience. And I kind of, no, not kind of, I looked up what the 5 stages of grief, rewind. I looked up what the 5 stages of grief are, how we can deal with grief, and I also have a number that anybody can call if you're grieving, if it becomes too much for you, if you're contemplating self harm because of your grief. I will post the number in a moment for anybody. I will also edit my description to have the number there and the organization. Hey, Miss Manda, how are you, sis? Thank you. Love you, sis. I'm listening while I'm driving. Oh, drive safely, mama. And thank you for the super chat. Okay. So wait, what did Rabbit of Chaos say? Sorry, guys. You already know I suck with the damn comments. I got to get better with it. I know. I'm honestly good. Sundays are my day off of work, all cooking and cleaning, which I love. Me too. I don't know. I'm a freak of nature. I just like the way things smell. I know. I got to let them know. I just like the way things smell when they're clean, especially clothing. It's just oof, love it. The smell of clean clothing. Oh God, get me. Listen, Effa cologne. Have some damn Downy. Yes, panties is flying off. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I do, Jesus Christ. But I do like the smell of clean clothes. It's very intoxicating. Okay, I can't find Rabbit of Chaos comment. I'm so sorry, Rabbit. Later on, when I look, I'll find it easily. But that is just how I am. I'm an idiota. Okay, wait. Uh, Elizabeth Kubler Ross, Five Stages of Grief, was an amazing woman. Yes, don't drive and text, girl. Don't drive. We love you. We see you. When you not drive, you say hello. Okay. So let me. My God. People gonna be like, bitch, whose accent are you faking? And you're disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Accents just come out naturally, not meaning to. Okay. Okay, here are the five stages of grief. Okay. And this is the order they have them in. I'm just going to read them and then I'll explain or it'll explain. Okay, the five stages of grief are denial, right? And they give examples. So I'm going to read each one and then give an example or a sentence. So the first one is denial. I don't believe they are truly gone. The second is anger. I'm so angry that they are gone. Then is bargaining. I promise I'll change if they come back. Depression. I feel hopeless about my future without them. And the last is acceptance. I can go on with my life and deal with their absence. Most people that experience a death go through these stages. Not everyone experiences them in the same order, and people can stay at one stage longer than the other, and people can also simultaneously be in multiple stages. Viva la Roca. Hey, beautiful girl. You have expected company. I don't delete my lives, Viva la Roca. So it will be here for you, mama. I promise. Okay. You can catch it on the replay. I know that you have a lot of family and relatives. For those who don't know, Viva la Roca just lost her mom. Um, so we are sending her our condolences, our prayers. I'm not going to tell her business unless she wants to say it, but she is putting her mom to rest very, very soon. So we understand family comes over, friends come over, they want to support her. And I think that's most important. I will always be here. The internet will always be here. So please, you know that you are, I'm sending you hugs and kisses and all that good stuff. Hey, Bliss Chris, my beautiful Care Bear, my favorite blue bear. How are you, sweetie? So, yeah, you are back for a bit. Okay, Vera, I understand too. It's Sunday. I get it, guys. Hey, Shay, my beautiful Shay. How are you, mama? Okay, baby. Yes, please. You already know. You already know. Message me or you could text me, call me. I don't want. I almost said where you were, but whatever. You know how to get in touch with me. Just get in touch with me, girl. Okay. I'm not making her wait 3 business days. I made her wait 1 business day. I made her wait 1 business day. Sorry, Viva la Roca about that. Okay. So anyway, okay, those are the five stages of grief. This is if you are experiencing grief, what can you do about it? It's a few things, and then we'll get into the discussion. Number one, talk to someone about how you feel. Bottling things up will only make you feel depressed and alone. Many people have experienced the same types of feelings that you have and will understand. Two, write a letter to the person that you lost. I think Stephen, if I'm not mistaken, actually told me to do this one. Write a letter to the person that you lost. When you're done, either stash it away or rip it up. You can rip it up, burn it, put it away. If they have a burial, you can place it on their burial. If you have an urn, you can place it by their urn. If you have a keepsake, like if you have a picture in a frame, you can remove the back, put that note or that letter inside of the frame to keep it with them. There are so many things you can do. Um, Sorry. So write a letter to the person you lost. When you're done, either stash it away or rip it up. It feels good to talk to the person, even if it's on paper. Number three, share great memories of that person with friends or family members. Plan a meal or gathering where you can each share your favorite memory of that person and how they made your life better. That's kind of like a memorial, or you know what I mean, like a memorial. I still haven't had a memorial for my mom, but we'll go into that. And number four is make a memory box or a book. You can include pictures, stories, or other things that remind you of that person. Pull it out when you want to think about them and connect with your feelings. When you are done, put the book or box away to pull out again at any time. These are all great ways to deal with grief. um, I think that writing is is a great idea. Definitely talking to people. That's just having support. Having somebody that you know that you can vent to or call when you need to cry, or you're just feeling overwhelmed, or whatever. Just somebody being able to listen to you is so important. So important. And being able to reach somebody no matter what time it is, I think is extremely important. Writing, if you like to write, if you aren't that good articulating your feelings, or when you're dealing with this grief, you don't want to talk. Writing it down, because I know, I used to write a lot. I used to love to write. Now I hate it because my hand gets cramped, but I used to be an extreme writer. And writing, you can always go back to it, add more things if you forget. When you're talking, like even if you record a video, you may forget things you wanted to say. You may get so worked up that you forget. So when you're writing, you have a better chance of being able to put all your feelings down on paper. And again, you can always come back and add things if you've forgotten something when you're proofreading it, you know. um, Having a memorial, I think, is amazing because it's a way for you and other people that are all grieving this loss to come together and be a greater support for each other, and a way to remember them by, you know. And it may be painful. I'm still not at a place where, like I've said this many times, I'm still not at a place where I can look at my mother's pictures for too long. I'm still not there. But I do want to have a memorial. We still haven't had a memorial. My mother passed away during Covina, a month after Covina began officially. Um, and we weren't able to have a memorial, a wake, a service. My mother was cremated, and we still haven't gotten together and had an official memorial for my mother. I have nine brothers. I had two sisters. One of my sisters passed away, and it's extremely difficult for us to all get together. um, my mother only has two remaining brothers alive. One is in Florida, and the one that lives in New York had a stroke. He's still paralyzed on one side. So it's very difficult. And even though, you know, Covina is not in the same stages, we still don't want to risk him or my aunt. She had brain surgery. So we don't want to take a chance and going to his house and getting him sick, God forbid. You know what I mean? So, okay, let me see. I would love that. JJ, I will wait till you're actually in New York and schedule it around you, because that would mean the world to me if I could have you there. I can always schedule it around when you come to New York. That's not a thing. You know what I mean? That's not a big deal because I'm always here. So I will definitely do that. When you come to New York, I will schedule that. I would love to do that. I know people don't really like the letting go of balloons because of, you know, for environmental reasons. We don't have to do that. We can figure other ways. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I do want to have a memorial for my mom, and I would love that. And thank you, JJ. I will definitely wait until you are here. Writing has saved me in every crisis of my life. Me too. Writing has always helped me. Keeping a journal. Hey, baby, how are you, chulo? Writing has definitely helped me. As a teenager, I would write in my journal get my feelings out. It's always helped. I used to write poems. I have published poems, published stories that I've written, and so writing has always been really good for me too. My china cabinet is basically dedicated to my mom, has two urns with her ashes and all the pics from her service. It's sad, but I also love it. My daughter used to point and say, "Mom, mom," at it when she was a baby. Oh, see, that's a way for I believe in signs. You guys know I believe in God. You know, I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person and I definitely believe in God. And I believe in signs like that. You know, like little things happen. I'll be talking about my mom or something and a picture of hers will fall over or something. To me that's a sign that she's letting me know I'm okay, Cindy, you know. So I believe in that, and that was a way, I guess, for your mom, in my opinion, to get through to your daughter. You know, they say that babies and animals have a stronger connection to the spiritual world. So that's just what I believe. No offense if nobody else believes that. I'm not trying to offend people. Gotta keep saying that because Cindy's always offending someone. Well, no, JJ. Sorry. It's JJ's fault. She's always offending motherfuckers. Sorry. Sorry. Chasing a pair of fat ducks. What the hell? Away from my hay. It's beautiful makeup. Oh, are you talking about me? Thank you. I appreciate it. What the hell, Wanda? I always chase some damn ducks. What the hell? I was chasing a squirrel earlier. No, I wasn't chasing. It was chasing me. And I was like, Jules, I was outside. I was outside and I was coming from my morning walk and I had my coffee and I saw it run across the street and I was like, what is that? Is that a rat? You know, rats are not a thing over here, but I was still like, is that a rat? I'm like looking for the tail and I see it's a squirrel and I'm like, Jules, come get your damn squirrels. I literally screamed that out in the middle of the street. Damn it, Jules, come get your damn squirrels. Scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I guess you had to be there. Whatever. You tell me when you want to do that, and I will come for the weekend. Okay, we can do a whole. Yes, girl, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for us to do a whole weekend. I'm waiting. Yeah, we are. I love my JJ. I have to get to Florida too. I want to get to Florida so I could sneak in her vanity room and just sleep in there for a night and play dress up. You know how when you were a kid and you would play dress up, or imagine in JJ's room doing makeovers? Oh my God. I would never want to leave. Okay, JJ, go wash it off. Let me just do your face again with this palette. Okay, JJ. Her face will be swollen and red. Wait. One more time, JJ. Hell no, bitch. She gonna get me one of those latex little faces so I can practice on. Her face gonna be sore. Thank you. And it's gonna be 3 years in April that my mother's passed away, and it doesn't seem like 3 years. To me, it feels like just yesterday. Um, and because the grief is still right here, it's surface, it's right there. It's hard a lot. Like I still can't look at pictures. I what's most sad to me is that I can't even talk about her for too long. And I'm hoping. See, I'm gonna start crying right now. That sucks. Um, Sorry, just give me a second. I'm hoping that I could get to a place where I can actually talk about her and not cry, or because it sucks. I don't want to forget her ever. I don't. You know, I was gonna give away my old phone, and I forgot that I had a voicemail from my mother, and if I was gonna reset the phone and something said check again, and my mother's voicemail, I would have been devastated because when my mother passed away, I didn't go and get anything from her apartment. So I have nothing of hers. I've shared this before. I have nothing to smell of her, um, nothing that she owned. I have a few pictures of her that I had taken. I wish I had taken more pictures. Um, so if anybody is here, not only your parents, but anybody, take pictures, take lots of pictures. Even if you have kids, take pictures with your kids. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Take pictures with my kids so that God forbid when my time comes, my sons will have pictures. Um, to remember me by. I lost my father a year ago on the 16th, and my mother passed 8/23, 2018. I'm still grieving, and it hits different every year. And I am so sorry for your loss of your dad and your mom. That is brutal. And you have my deepest condolences. Sorry, I put on this matte lipstick and I don't like it. Um, but I'm so sorry. And of course, you're gonna grieve for the rest of your life. And I don't know, losing both parents. Wow. You know, just know that I am sincerely sorry for your loss. And it's hard. And I think that's why it's important, because so many people, when we share, so many people have lost their parents. Or if you haven't lost any of your parents, you've suffered a loss, right? Um, and we grieve every day. And now that I'm getting older, I didn't even remember how old I was. My last live, I was like, yeah, I'm 48. No, I'm 47. Like, it's crazy. I know people like, bitch, it's 1 year. Listen, when you're in your 40s, 1 year matters. Okay. 47. But I've been thinking a lot about my mortality. And I hate that. I don't want to think about that, but you can't help it. You know what I mean? That's why I walk every day, because I used to have hard time breathing, and since I've been walking every day, my breathing has gotten so much better. I don't need a rescue inhaler. I used to use a rescue inhaler every single day, and now I the last time I used a rescue inhaler was maybe 2 weeks ago. I walk every day. I live down a hill, and I walk every day. Even if I have to go to work, I walk. I go get my coffee, and it helps. I'm trying to be here as long as I can. Hey, Welsh Rose, how are you, beautiful girl? Half asleep. I hear you, Mama. And I know you're on a time difference. Sorry, guys. I always wrap my hair because, listen, I'm hot. Um, but I'm trying to be here as long as I can, because my maternal grandmother passed away very, very young. She was only 59, and she died of a heart attack. And my mother passed away 13 days before her 65th birthday. And my mother kept saying she wasn't going to make it to see 65. And I would get angry at her. I would say, "Stop saying that. Stop saying that." She's like, "It's true. I'm not going to live to see 65." And she passed away 13 days before her birthday. Um and I've shared a little video that I did for my mother on Instagram. And after she passed, I celebrated her birthday with a cake and a candle and a picture. And that was the worst day of my life. I mean, the worst day was when I lost my mother, but celebrating her birthday 13 days later was just, it felt like it happened all over again. So I guess the reason I'm saying that is because I'm trying to let you guys know I know the pain, I know the grief, I know the guilt, I know all of that comes with loss. And I would never tell anybody how to grieve. Or some people cry all the time. Some people cry in bursts. Some people haven't cried yet, right? And some people think it's abnormal if people don't cry. I don't think that. I know some people shut down, and it may hit them years later. I'm not here to tell anybody how they should grieve, because I don't want anybody to tell me how I should grieve. Pat Wetzel says, "My sons are making me feel guilty. I didn't bury my ex's ashes. I promised my daughter she can bury them when she gets home, and the boys are mad." Pat Wetzel, I understand that your sons have their feelings, and their feelings are valid, but they should also consider your daughter's feelings as well. It's not as if you are not going to bury his ashes. You're just waiting until your daughter gets home. I mean, no disrespect to your sons, none at all, because that is their dad. And again, their feelings are valid. And maybe they are just hurting, and it's misplaced anger. They're misplacing their anger. Again, remember the 5 stages of grief. Anger is a really, really big stage. And excuse me, a lot of times people are going through the anger stage while they go through all the other stages. It's from day one. You know what I mean? The denial, anger's right here. And then it stays through all the other stages, the bargaining. You're still angry. You're like, please, I'll do anything to get them back. Why won't you give me my mother back or my father back? Anger usually lasts right until acceptance. Um, and I'm not saying that's what they're feeling. I'm just trying to put out possible reasons. And I think that it's just important to tell them that you understand and you respect their feelings, and to try to get them to see it from your point of view as well, that you don't want to omit your daughter. You want the family to be together and do it together. Because if they're feeling this way, imagine how they would feel if they were away and the ashes had been buried without them in their absence. So if they put themselves in the shoes of your daughter, maybe they would stop that. And I don't think it's, and I hope you're not feeling guilty. I think that you're doing the right thing by waiting for your daughter. I think you would feel worse if you didn't wait for your daughter, if she asked you to. If your daughter had told you, no, mom, you can do it now, then that would be different. But she asked you. So I think you're doing the right thing. As a mom and as a daughter, I think that you're doing the right thing. I believe in sage and burning it when something knocks over my pics, and it wasn't my cats or kids. Girl, I know. You're talking about ghosts, girl. What the hell? Listen, I have a thing with ghosts. You already know I'm scared to death of ghosts. But since I lost people I love, I try to remember it may not be, you know what I mean? Like a evil spirit. Like that's always my go-to. I love horror movies, so everything is always paranormal activity to me and shit. Always think the worst. But since I lost my sister, my mother, and I try to think to calm my mind down. It may just be your sister playing tricks on you because she was that kind of a person. It, just maybe your mom letting you know that she's still here. So I try to comfort myself with that. If not, I would be moving every month. Every time something fell or some shit, I'd be moving. I don't know where I'd go. My father's picture would fall off the wall whenever I was fucking up badly. See, I'm telling you. That's totally my fault. I'm telling you, it is. Damn, I'm all the way back here. Sorry, guys. I would come from California to meet you in JJ. Oh my God, Miss Amanda, it's a date. It's a date, girl. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up then. Say no more. Don't play with me. Don't do not threaten me with a good time. We're gonna do that. We are gonna do that. When my husband passed, we threw his ashes on the railroad tracks. He wanted to be where he hung out with his friends. We took flat stones and left our goodbyes written on them. And left them along the tracks. I think that's beautiful, Rabbit of Chaos. And I'm so sorry for the loss of your husband. You know, yeah, I'm so sorry. See, so many people have dealt with grief. And I think it's important. And every so often, I think that we should have a grief stream so that people can continue on the journey of grief and we can look up other things about grief. I just think it's a continued journey, so we should have continued streams about it. That's just how I feel. I woke up Megs when my cookbook fell over for no. Listen, girl, don't scare me, girl, because I'm be scared. I never been to Cali. I have empty bedrooms out, but I'll blow up an air mattress. You can sleep, girl. I know I don't want to sleep in the damn guest room, girl. I want to sleep in the vanity room, girl. Want to sleep in the van in full glam. Wake up with acne all over my face. I don't give up. I don't give up. Lashes and all. I'm gonna fuck it, vagabond style. Lipstick all. You crazy? Don't ever sleep with your makeup, ladies. You will wake up with a big ass pimple right on your cheek. That's gonna be a reminder. Wash your faces. Don't listen to Cindy. Yes, yeah, I need to come to Jersey. What the hell? Everybody, what? That would be a beautiful, oh my God, I would feel so special if we set it up. That would make my heart full. Because some of my brothers, to be honest, I have no idea where they are. I have no idea where a few of my brothers are. Um, and that's why we've held off too, because some of my brothers, I don't know where they are. To even get in contact with them, but I think we've waited long enough. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to wait more years. I want it to be in this year. that we do a memorial for my mom. I think about you every day and hope you're doing good. I know I think about her too, losing your husband, whether he was your ex, it was her best friend. That is devastating. That's devastating. Your mom's spirit. I believe she is. I mean, it's that's where my conflict is, right? Because do people go on to a better place? Do they stay here with us? Or are they able to go back and forth, right? Are they in this realm or heaven? And when they know that we need them, they are able to come to us, or, because they are spirit. It's not like, us bodies, right? Like you're in another, like I'm in New Jersey. Like, let's say JJ needs me. I have to fly to Florida to physically be there with her. When you are spirit, I don't think those rules apply. So maybe they can just manifest. I don't know. And that's where my conflict lies. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm thinking too literally. Hey, Diamond Eyes. No, I'm so glad you're here. I didn't get to check your email yet. I'm gonna check it. After the last stream, guys, I was just exhausted. I fell asleep. Like I said, I didn't even check Viva La Rocas till this morning. Um, but I am gonna check your email. I just need your address because me and JJ are gonna work out getting that out to you as soon as possible. I'm still waiting for Deborah. Sorry, guys. I know I go back and forth. When I see somebody, I just remember my thought. I'm still waiting for Deborah 17 to get back to me. I'm gonna give her a week. If she doesn't get back to me within a week, then we are gonna spin the wheel again and call out another winner. And I will, if I have to call out another winner, I will add you also, Diamond Eyes. I will do a stream and ask anybody else who wants to be entered, and we'll spin again. But I am giving her a week, hopefully, and I'm going to DM her on IG. I do have her on IG. So I'm just being transparent that I'm going to give her a week. I'm going to reach out to her. I did the community post. And if she doesn't get back to me, then I'm going to spin again and choose another winner. Because I'm not a crook. I'm not a scammer. You know what I mean? I want to give the giveaway prize to somebody. So if I have to spin again, I will add Diamond Eyes and some other people, whoever want to be entered. But I am going to send out the palette to you. So me and JJ, we're gonna see how we work that out. Either I send the shipping money to her and she sends it straight from Florida, or she sends it to me, and I don't. We'll figure it out. But we are gonna get it out to you. Okay, just need your address. Hey, Joe, being Joe, did I say hi to you, my beautiful sweetie? There are a lot of pictures of the family, but the one missing the most in the pictures is my mom because she was the one behind the camera. So for goodness sake, get into pictures for your kids, right? Or set a timer. Now, we do everything with our phones. Put it on a tripod, set it for 10 seconds. Don't have one of your family members out of the picture. We used to have to do that before, right? With the camera, somebody had to take the picture. Now just put a timer. You don't have to, and you can have it even where it takes multiple pictures, rapid fire. Because you take one picture, you're like, I don't really like it. Why were you looking to the side? Or why were your eyes closed? You can have them rapid fire and just warn your kids, don't blink. You know what I mean? So that everybody can be in the picture. My eldest son hates pictures. It's hard for me to get him to take pictures with me. He hates them. And I'm trying to tell him, and I tell my kids, guys, I'm not going to be here forever. They hate when I say that. And I'm not saying that to guilt them. I'm saying that because I don't want them to be in the position I'm in. That I'm like, damn, I wish I had taken more pictures with my mother. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell them, I'm just going to have to sneak behind them and like, I have a matte lipstick on too, but it's lavender. Yeah, this is red. I mean, I like it. It looks pretty. It just it bothers me. I'm used to the gloss. It just, how you worry it's gonna be all cracked. No, okay, right. I shouldn't have said that because now everybody's gonna be looking on the inside to see if it's cracked. My mother and brother were both living with me when they passed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Rabbit of Chaos. I am so sorry. Wow, yikes. That's hard. That's hard. Like, Teresa, her brother was her best friend, and she grieves every day for him, and my heart breaks for her too. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too much. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move up. Let me move up because I'm all the way in the back, and everybody gonna be like, "What the hell, girl? What the hell?" Hey, Just John, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Christina Verney, how are you? Show bye. You just got a white lipstick. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Imagínate, I would look like a zombie with white lip. No, that is not cute. Not cute on me. Sorry, I'm just trying to get down. Yes, condolences to everyone who has suffered loss. Hey, Sassy Susie, how are you, sweetie? So good to see you. Last year, my uncle died February 28th, 8 days after he turned 90. Wow. It was sudden but not unexpected because of his age, healthy as a horse all his life, and then gone. Wow, 90. That's wow. And it doesn't give anybody any solace losing somebody, but 90, that's a long life. And I'm glad that you guys were able to have him for that long. You know what I mean? My mother didn't take care of herself. My mother was an addict almost all my life since I can remember. So her body, just drugs destroy your body. They do. They destroy your body, and plus when you're in active addiction, you're not going to the doctor. You're not taking care of yourself. So when she got clean, she had all these health issues. My mother had triple bypass surgery. My mother had several toes amputated from diabetes. My mother had to take insulin. My mother had COPD. My mother had sciatica. My mother was diagnosed with cancer right before she passed away. She wasn't even able to get chemo, and she said she wasn't going to get chemo. Um, but she was diagnosed right before she passed away with cancer. So my mother was really sick. My mother was on pain management. My mother had chronic pain. My mother used to walk with a walker. Then she had to get an electric chair, a scooter. She couldn't walk. She couldn't breathe. She had oxygen she had to carry with her all the time. So she wasn't well because of her lifestyle. And like I've said, when my mother passed away, my mother was in active addiction. My mother relapsed because of the pain. She said it helped her with the pain. It helped her walk, which is crazy because it was true. And I'm not suggesting if you have pain, start using drugs. Please don't do that. But I did see she was able to get up and move and do dishes and do stuff. And when she was sober, she was immobile. Um, but anyway, yeah, so she destroyed her body. She probably would still be here had she taken better care of herself. I still struggle to talk about the most amazing auntie mother. It's been 11 years. Uh, the demon who dragged me into the world made sh- made she I didn't find out for months after. You didn't find out for months after she passed? I'm so sorry, Welsh. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine. At least I was told that day, but I was told in the most horrible way. Hey, Mama T, how are you? I closed my eyes 2 hours and I'm just wake. That means you needed it, Mama T. That means you needed it. So at least you got some rest. You do too much, Mama T. You got to cut yourself some slack and get some damn rest. I was told my mom passed away through a text message. Through a text message in the middle of the night. And so for 4 hours, I couldn't reach anybody to confirm if my mother passed away. And those were the longest 4 hours of my existence. Trying to contact somebody to find out if it was true, calling my mother's phone, screaming through my phone for her to answer the phone. Don't ever, ever tell somebody about somebody's passing through a text message. I couldn't believe that. You tell me my mother died through a fucking text message. Anyway, sorry guys. That just still. Whoo. I'm the oldest sibling of five. It was so hard to follow through with my father's wishes, but I did. I know some of my siblings understand and some may now, but I had to let him go, which is what he asked. And I understand that, JJ, and those were his wishes. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard. Siblings all want different things. Like I don't even go into too much about that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to drag my siblings. It's not my thing. They are not here to defend themselves, so I'm not gonna do that. That's why I don't really talk about that too much. Because they're not here to defend themselves, and I'm not here to do that. We all lost my mother. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave that alone. Pat has me blocked, but could you suggest that she split the ashes and each child can memorialize in their own way? That's a great idea as well. You know how some people make necklaces? They did that with my sister, necklaces with her ashes so everybody could have a bit of her ashes. And then they took the majority of the ashes to Puerto Rico to a family plot, and she's actually her ashes are actually placed with the family. And I think that that's a great idea too. A lot of people do that. Little lockets where everybody can have some ashes, or if you feel comfortable with that, you can take some ashes out for your daughter to have her own ceremony. But that's also something that the whole family should discuss together. That should be a family decision, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I get that. I want to thank everyone who sent prayers and love for Megs and I. It meant the world to us. We love you, Shane. You're still in our prayers, you know? Sending condolences to all that are grieving a loved one or friend, right? Because friends and, friends are like family, right? People have lost friends, and it's the same pain as if you lost a family member, blood family. Because I know there's some friends that are like family to me, and I can't imagine, God forbid, something happening to them. You know what I mean? So I get that. Yeah, a nap is important. Yes. I don't know if you're still here, Pat Wetzel, but I hope that you saw the idea that Kira gave you. That's great to hear, JJ. I have been busy running around as per usual. I had to go visit my brother yesterday. That's awesome. I know I got to go see my brother too. I also suggest that folks write their advance directives. I think it's important to write down your wishes, um, so that way it can be clear for the family, and just to avoid, because it's, imagine you're suffering a loss and you don't want everybody to have to guess what you would have liked done, how you would have liked it done. I think it's just easier. it's it's a ease off their mind. You know what I mean? They have enough to deal with. So I think it's important, write a will or write, what you give them directions. This is what I want done. I think that that is amazing. Like my mother told us, I want to be cremated. I want to be cremated. And because it was Covina, we had no choice either. You know what I mean? But we would have had like to have a wake. I said this a lot of times. I'm Puerto Rican, Hispanic. We usually do wakes. We do viewings. Usually depending on the state of the person, that determines how long they can be viewed. But it's usually 2 days, and it's usually multiple hours for those 2 days. Your family comes, they view the person, it's awake, and then the next day, the following day, you go straight to the cemetery and they're buried or whatever. We didn't get to do that for my mom. At least I got to do that for my sister. We had a viewing for my sister, and then she was cremated. So I've seen shadows around the house before. I go, oh, I'm going to bed because I can't afford to move. Girl, I can't afford to move either, but I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. Like when I'm here, I my eldest son, the balcony door opens, and I freak out. He's like, there ain't no damn ghost here. He's like convincing himself. He said, if there's a ghost here, you brought it here. You brought it with you if there's a damn ghost here. And my other son is like, I think there's a ghost here. He shuts it down immediately. He's like, there ain't no damn ghost here. He's terrified. He ain't trying to hear that because he's like, we can't move. Damn it. Thank you. My oldest son is paying for the burial. My youngest son helped me make the arrangements, so I had to include my daughter. Of course. I know you have other guilt. I know, and that's something you'll work on, Pat. Because I can tell you shouldn't have guilt, right? but I would be kind of hypocritical because I also have guilt. But I'm working on it, and I think that's something you have to work on and understand that your loved one wouldn't want you to have guilt. You've done the best you can, and my mother wouldn't want me to have guilt either. You know, my biggest thing was I wanted her to know that I was sorry, that that I wasn't talking to her when she passed away, and I hope that she knows that I loved her because I was her firstborn, and she loved me to death. She did. Um, and she did the best she could, you know. And I was so hurt. I was just so hurt that she relapsed because I was just like, damn, ma, you know, damn, like too old for this shit. And even though she tried to explain she's in pain and all this, I was just like, there has to be a better way. And so anyway, that's the guilt I deal with on a daily basis. You know, that I hope she knew I loved her because it's, oh my God, this shit makes me so angry. Right before she died, my God, my sound was probably horrible this whole time, guys. I had my mic off. Um, right before she died, she texted me, like literally an hour before she died. She texted me and she told me to tell my youngest son that she loves him, and to tell my sons that she loves them. And I didn't see it till after she passed away. And I didn't know that she had passed away already. Um, and I texted her back. And then a few hours later, I found out she passed away through a fucking text message. So that is like the hardest thing to deal with. That she texted me an hour before she passed away. Had I seen it, I would have answered her. Maybe that would have given her a little peace of mind. My mom died by falling. My mom was reaching for her oxygen and fell. And she had a couple living with her, and they didn't call the ambulance. I guess because they had drugs in the house or whatever, and they were afraid. They wanted to, get things taken care of. Had they called an ambulance, had they given my mother her oxygen, had they done any of these things, maybe she would still be here. That is the hardest thing. You left my mother there for half an hour before you called the police, before you called an ambulance because of your drugs. It's crazy. Sorry. I'm still angry, guys. I'm still angry, and that's why I'm here to show you real, like me being real, me not here like, listen, guys, it's all this fake shit. No, I'm still angry. I've accepted it. I have accepted it. I remember when I found out my mother died, I was in denial. That was me. I was in denial. I was like, no, no, calling her like, answer the phone, answer the phone. And even after I got the confirmation, I was still in denial. I was like, no, this is not real. This is not, no. And I still kept calling her, and I still kept calling her. And then I was angry, right? Because then I found out what happened, that they left her there, that she fell trying to get her oxygen. I was angry. Then the bargaining, I didn't, that wasn't a stage that I was in very long because I knew there was nothing I could say to bring her back, right? Um, and then I went back to angry. Angry was the stage I was in through all of it. It lasted the longest, and I'm still angry. I've accepted it, definitely have accepted it, and I'm still angry. I'm still angry. And maybe I'll be angry for years. I think I'll be angry for the rest of my life. No, can't help it. I'm fucking angry. You left her there. You could have fucking called an ambulance. Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to get down, guys. I'm all the way. Oh my God. Before my mother died, she told me I will reach you someday. She chose to by electricity, made the lights go on and off. Finally, I told her to stop. Sorry, that just like touched my heart. She told you. She told you she was gonna show you she was there. She was gonna reach you, and she did. And she did. I think that's a beautiful thing, even though it's probably scared the heck out of you, right? Like, okay, like I get it, you know what I mean? But I know there'll be a time where you're like, that was my mom, you know? Even when the lights were shut off, I think that's a beautiful thing. I know it's scary because I would be scared too. Hey, Sunstar, how are you? That is a good suggestion to think about photos. I think so too. I think pictures are important because that is something that has gone through time. No matter what technology that, now we don't have a lot of the printed out pictures. I still love printed pictures. I have to start printing out some pictures. A lot of pictures are on my phone, but pictures, no matter what, throughout time, pictures have been a huge thing. And whether you have them posted all over your house, whether you have them in your phone, pictures are really important. That is a way for you to remember what they look like, you know, um, because if you don't have pictures, you'll forget what somebody looks like. So pictures are so important. To me, pictures are huge, a huge, huge thing. My sons, I still remember how my sons looked when they were babies. I don't know how, maybe because they're my sons, but I can still picture them as babies, and certain memories are like photographs in my mind. And it's so weird because I can't remember what I ate last night, but I can remember my son, my firstborn son, when he was sitting in a high chair, when he was a few months old and he was dancing, and my second son, when he was a few months old. I These are photographs in my mind, but I can't remember what I ate yesterday. And that's just how my mind works. I don't know. Yes, road trip, road trip. I did a video yesterday about Jose Ramon. I know I've said I've done difficult videos before, but talking about someone that YouTube damaged so badly, who's no longer here, I was fighting back the tears. I clicked on it and I had to click out because you said it was a hard video, and I was just going through it yesterday, but I am going to watch it. I just wasn't in a mind to watch it yesterday, but I did click in it and I saw your thumbnail and everything, and you said it was a hard video to do. So I was like, okay, let me just wait till I'm emotionally, because the last couple of days have been hard for me. I don't know why. Just emotionally, I've just been in a weird place. So I know when not to push myself. Hi, Jenny Lee, my beautiful girl. How are you, sweetie pie? So I know when not to push myself. And these last couple of days have been those kind of days. I haven't really talked to my girls. I really haven't. And I need to. When I talk to them in on the phone, it helps me. That's what I do. I just step back from everything when I need a few days. I step back, but I have to stop isolating. I have to, I do that a lot. I do that a lot. I just stick to myself. I'm an introvert. I'm the kind of person that is content by myself. I'm the most happy by myself. Watching a movie or watching a YouTube video, I don't need a bunch of people around me. I actually prefer not to have a bunch of people around me. But I have to stop doing that because it's not fair to my friends. It's not fair to my loved ones. They worry. They're like, bitch, the fuck? I can't get a text message. So, yeah, she needs to get vacation time. Yes, and we could do it road trip, girl. I need a vacation too. I understand he doesn't like talking about losing me, but wait, my husband refuses to discuss this matter with me. I understand that. I understand that, Diamond Eyes. I understand that. My sons don't want to talk about it either. They're like, Ma, la 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 la. I'm like, boys, it's life. It's life. I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm trying to be here as long. Give me some damn grandbabies, damn it. But it's part of life. They don't even want to hear that. They're like, don't even say that kind of shit. I'm like, we have to talk about it. So what I'm gonna have to do is write my instructions and put it somewhere, or give it to somebody or something, give it to a few people, so that my family knows if God forbid something happens to me, what I want, so that my sons don't have to be stressed with that. I don't want that. I don't want my sons to have to, my 5 sons, that's something they shouldn't have to worry about, you know, just like where money to bury me or money to cremate me. That's something that I'm trying to put to the side, savings for that, because I don't want my sons to have to. No, 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 no. I always say, death brings out the best or the worst in people. If people are naturally greedy people, even if they're good at hiding it, death brings their greed out, and people that are good hearted, it brings that out. My dad, my dad's way of dealing with grief when he lost my grandmother, when he lost his mom and his dad, was paying for everything. My dad does that. He pays for everything. He'll pay for the whole service, everything. And that's my dad's way of grieving with stuff, with dealing with his grief, is paying for everything. And my sister too, he that's just how my dad is. And I saw other people, the greed that it brought out of people. And I think that's the most disgusting thing. When somebody passes and you're worried about what you can gain from that, I think that is the most disgusting thing ever. If somebody I love passed or anybody passed, and my first thought was, did they leave me anything? Or, oh, I want this thing they had, or I want that, dibs on that. Smack the shit out of me now. If I ever, ever, ever said some, oh God, I couldn't. I couldn't. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you guys. I don't know. He was a good husband, but we couldn't live together. But close friends, yeah, you were best friends. And that happens. Sometimes you can't live together, but sometimes taking that step just makes the relationship that much better. You know what I mean? Like me and my stepmother, we can't live together, but I love her to death. I love her dearly, but we can't live together. We will kill each other living together. We know that. There's certain people you can't live with. Me and my stepmom cannot live together. We love each other, but when we live together, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. Yes, I had a lot of photos when my mom passed. I did a tribute through the years. I think that's beautiful. And that's what makes me sad, that I'll never be able to add to those pictures with my mom or with my sister. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never have any new pictures. And I'm like, damn, I should have made my sons take more pictures with my mom. I should have taken more pictures with my sister. Me and my sister were best friends. And so those are the one thing you regret, not having taken more pictures. Cindy, wear the white lipstick so you'll really look like the I girl. No way. Imagine, right? White lipstick. Lord of mercy. I told him I had some and had to find them. My son also doesn't like his picture taken, but after the that incident, he made sure he got some pictures with him and my parents in it. Aw, yeah, I'm telling my eldest son I want to take pictures with him. He hates pictures. I'm like, come on, man, please take some damn pictures with me. You really have white lipstick, Shay? I guess if you put a lip liner around, I don't know. White lipstick? I had black lipstick. I used to wear black lipstick. I know. Don't come for my soul. I definitely did. It was months after her passing when I found out and learned it was done purposely to hurt me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Somebody's trying to hurt you by not letting you know somebody you loved passed away. That's insanity. Cooking dinner. I know I'm not cooking today. Most of my sons are out. I mean, are at work. It's just me and my youngest son. Why am I cooking? I'll cook tomorrow. All my sons are off tomorrow. No, no, except for one. Most of my sons are off tomorrow. So Mondays is a big day. I always cook on Mondays because that's their day off. That day and Tuesday because all my sons are off Tuesday. So you know, when I get home from work, I cook for us because they were like, "Mom, I'm home. You ain't cooking." So I cook on their days off. But the other days they get home at midnight. If I feel like cooking, I'll cook and I'll have their food saved, but not really because they eat out or they'll come home and order food. They're disrespectful. I'll have cooked and they'll be like, oh, I ordered a pizza. I'm not damn cooking no more. F y'all kids. They're not kids, but Yes, and yes, me and my brother lived together and I found him on his bathroom floor. He was most definitely my best friend. He was more like a dad to my son because my son's dad was not in his life. I know, Teresa. I know how close you and your brother were. And I'm still so sorry for your loss. I know that you deal with that grief every day, and so does your son. I know Teresa is my friend. I know how much it hurts her. And it hurts anybody to deal with loss, guys. And I think that that's why it's so important that we talk about it so that people realize so many of us deal with that on a daily basis. And you don't have to deal with it alone, and you don't have to feel abnormal because there's days where you feel like shit and you can't deal with it. That you have bad days. It's okay not to be okay. It is okay not to be okay, man. And don't let anybody tell you. It says right here, it's okay to feel sad and hurt. Don't try to stuff, hide, or ignore your feelings. If you get so sad that it begins to affect your daily life, it's time to ask someone for help. And I think that that's the difference, and that's what's important. And I'm going to put this number in here now. Hold on. I'm going to put this number in here now. Sorry. I was just copying the number. And this is a number if you are dealing with, hey, Wildflower Tea, how are you, my sweetie pie? Hey, I saw you say hi to As Seen by a Subscriber. Where's she at? Hey, Coley, As Seen by a Subscriber. How you doing, baby girl? Damn, I'm way behind. Hey, Stacy Avocado. Stacy Avocado. Hey, show, whatever. In case anyone wanted to know, I have now ordered over 300. Girl, girl, girl. I cannot with JJ, bro. That's it. Send me all your damn credit card. Imagine, JJ. Send me all your damn credit cards, girl. That's it. That's it. You on punishment. That's what scammers say. Girl, just give me your credit cards and your debit cards. I'll hold them for you. Cindy the grifter, right? That is not a good thing for me to say. I'm like, I knew that bitch was a scammer. Hi, Lainey Lynn. How are you, sweetie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I missed a lot of comments. I know. Yeah, I already know. I get to talking and I never shut the fuck up. I never shut the fuck up. Yes, friends too. I know that. It's not just family. We lose friends and it's as devastating as if they were your blood. So I think that's so important. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, if I missed comments, damn it, I'm trying to get to. Oh my God. I cannot believe what Justin for All did. He called the family he had never met to confirm that Jose Roman, a man he searched for online, to ask questions about Summerwell to confirm he had. Okay, people need to stop doing that shit. People need to stop. People need to stop doing that shit. Okay? If, listen to me, if somebody's not asking for money, like let's say, God forbid, somebody comes and says, Selfie just passed away. God forbid, it's not my time. Play with me. They come and say, Selfie just passed away, and somebody comes online as my family asking for money. Okay, that's a little sus. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not a little sus, but I could understand people wondering, but still no. Mind your motherfucking business. If you don't sound like Kevin Hart right there. If you don't want to donate, don't donate. We need to stop. We need to stop calling people's families that are mourning, that are grieving, to ask them if they've passed. What in the actual fuck? Who do you think you are? Like, pero por qué? Why? Don't do it. Put your fucking phone down. Close your laptop porque tú estás loco. Te perdiste toda la mente. Idiota. Don't do that shit. Cut it the fuck out. Calling people to find out if their loved ones have passed away. Why? 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 Because you need to know why. Why? Yeah. Oh no. That shit just, like, all the blood just came all the way up to my fucking brain. I hate that shit. That shit is disgusting. That shit is I just lost my whole train. I was that shit. No. Stop doing that shit. Stay in your motherfucking lane and mind your motherfucking business. Okay? The hell are we calling family Did you lose your husband? Because, I heard online on YouTube that he passed away. And because I'm a YouTuber, I need to know, what? Y'all motherfuckers need to go touch some grass, smoke some grass, eat some motherfucking grass, something. Y'all need to cut that shit. That shit is disgusting. Disgusting. Sorry. That shit is disgusting, bro. Like, who do y'all think y'all are, bro? Who do y'all think y'all are? Let me write it here because that shit just messed up my whole brain. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know. Just went on one of mine, right? Sorry. Hold on. Puñeta. Hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I just started cursing and losing my. I'm sorry, guys. But that shit just no. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry. No. No. This is the grief hotline. You can call 24/7. They are there 24/7. They are actually, hold on, let me see something. I was okay, wait. I was looking for the name of the association. It's called Boys Town, okay? Boys Town, and there's counselors that are there 24/7 every day. You can call if you need. Let me actually see if I could pin that number. You can call if you're feeling overwhelmed with grief. They have counselors that are there trained to listen to you, whatever you may be going through. Sorry, I will never forget punching my dad's truck right after he passed in my arms and just punching it over and over, then hugging my husband and punching and hugging over and over, uncontrollable sobbing. And I'm so sorry, Wildflower Tea. I am so sorry. My heart breaks for anyone who ever lost someone. Is a pain that never goes away. It is. It is a pain that never goes away. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm angry. I'm trying to, deal with it because, right, there's nothing I can do to change it. If I ever saw them, it would be a problem. It would be a problem. And I'm not a violent person. I'm a little person. It would be a fucking problem. Okay? If I ever saw them in real life. You left my mother like she was basura, like she was trash there on the floor. You couldn't even call an ambulance. No. My mom's mom was like my mother. My husband and I and my kids moved in to care for her because, anyway, I worked with hospice and administered all her meds, changed her, and had to make the call to have. Wait, where's part two? Okay. To have the family come. No one believed me until they showed up. I did it all, even turning the oxygen tank off and counting her last breaths. I lost my mind and life will never be the same. And I'm so sorry, Jenny Lee. That is so hard that for you doing hospice there. That is 24/7 care. When somebody needs oxygen, I remember when my mom had triple bypass, she came to stay with me because she couldn't care for herself. You know what I mean? And she stayed with me and I loved having her there. And so, that was only temporary, so I commend you for being so dedicated and taking such good care of her. And I'm so sorry that you also had to go through that. Because there are people that are trained to do that, and do that all the time, and it still becomes a lot for them. So I hope that you have spoken to somebody and you have the support, Jenny Lee, because that can have life long effects for you. You know, I would prefer you do that than feel worse. It's why I made the trigger warning so clear. Yes, for that reason, sometimes it's easier to talk like this than watching someone else talking. I get it. And I'm glad that you put that trigger warning because it let me know. I was like, okay, I'm not ready to watch this yet. but I am subscribed to your channel. I have all my notifications on, so I did get notified. But I was like, okay, because it was clear. It was clear that that was a hard video for you to make. That it was extremely difficult, and I was just like, I can't. I can't. Not right now. So I know myself, and sometimes I need to chill for a little while. I really do, because it's too much. Wait, what did Marianne say? I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to go back a little bit. Okay. My brother committed S 40 years ago. I'm still angry. He just turned 29. Oh my goodness. He was a baby. And Marianne, I'm so sorry. And that's hard, right? When somebody does something like that, because there's so many questions. There's so many questions um for the family. Was there something we missed? Was there something? And I'm not trying to say you should feel this, but you know um there's things that people wonder, could we have stopped them, could we have helped? And that's hard. And just know that some people just, that were not warning signs. They were just so unhappy, and I'm so sorry that you dealt with that. And it doesn't matter how long ago it was. He was a baby. That was your brother, and I'm so sorry for your loss. And that's hard. Like, death is hard, guys. Death is hard. No matter how they passed, it's hard. But then when it's things like that, that leaves you with so many questions, it's so difficult. And I'm so sorry that you went through that. My dad didn't want me to marry a gringo, but he fell in love with my husband before he died. My husband helped me with my dad before he died. So my dad told me that I found the best gringo on the planet. That is awesome. And for anybody who doesn't know, a gringo is like a blanco, a white boy. A gringo, that's a white boy. Right? I haven't heard that term in a long time. I know somebody that he was called gringo. He was Puerto Rican, but he looked like a white guy, so they called him gringo. That was his nickname. I haven't heard that in a long time either. That's amazing, JJ, to have that. It's rare, and I found the rare one myself. That still opens the door for me. Listen, opens the door for you. That's the keeper. That's the keeper. I love that. I think that's so amazing. When they just open the door for you, you're like, oh, okay, all right, I see you. I see you. It's things like that that matter, the small things. Mom has been gone for 15 years. Did I say hi to you, my Stephen Crisco, my beautiful friend? Mom has been gone for 15 years, only now that I can even say it out loud. She lived with me and was my best friend. Staying gone really sucks. And I'm so sorry, Stephen. My mom was my best friend too. She really was. I lived with my mom as an adult. Um, she stayed with me after her heart surgery, and she ended up leaving because we had an argument, because I found out she was using in my house. And I was like, what is this? And she went home, and we didn't talk for a while, and then she passed, you know? So I'm sorry uh for your loss. And it's hard, right? 15 years later, and it's still difficult for you to say it. And you know what makes it hard too? That I don't have any closure. You know what I mean? I didn't get to formally say goodbye. I think that's why we have those services, the wakes and the funerals and all of that, the memorials, to formally have closure and say goodbye. And so many people during Covina lost that ability. My uncle died. My mother's brother died right before my mom. Actually, a week before my mother died, my uncle died. He died of COVID. He was actually in hospice. He had diabetes too. So he passed away. Then a week later, my mom passed away. And then my grandfather passed away. And then another uncle passed away. And no service, no service for any of them. You know, um, and that's hard, not being able, because when my sister passed away, we had a service. We were able to say goodbye. We were able to start the grief process better. It's weird to say like that because we had that sense of closure. You know, you have the normal steps after death, you have the viewing, you have the funeral, or the cremation, whatever. And during Covina, whatever, we didn't have any of that. I told you guys how I found out my mother passed through a fucking text message. So I didn't have any of that. So all of it is still so hard to deal with because I never had that closure. And that's why I think it's so important to have a memorial for my mom so that I could have that closure, that I said goodbye. I still haven't said goodbye. You know, I said I wasn't going to cry. I'm trying not to. Whew, I'm not going to cry. Sorry, guys. The family came. No one believed me until. Oh, I read that one, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going back. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry if I missed any comments. I stepped away from my phone and the chat, so I'm mainly listening. Cindy, you have a very soothing voice. Oh, thank you. I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before. I've heard that I have maybe a smoker's voice. Thank you. That's very sweet. That is a new one though. I've never heard that one. Usually people like, I don't know, whatever, have a manly voice. Manly voice. Thank you. Now I wanna try to be lighter. Light. That is not me. That is not. Imagínate. I'm like, yeah, hi guys. Ew, no, that's not me. That is not me. Sorry. This is me. There's nothing like a mother's love. Bless your heart. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yes, I hope she's doing well. My husband died of uh, scoliosis. He basically committed us by drinking. Oh my God. Wait, are you saying cirrhosis? Of cirrhosis. Oh my gosh. Cirrhosis of the liver, rabbit? Yeah, that's really hard. That's painful. Cirrhosis of the liver. For anyone who doesn't know what cirrhosis of the liver is, it is basically the scarring and the hardening of your liver. Livers are porous because they filter. They filter everything that comes in through our body, goes through our kidneys and our liver. And when you get when you start getting liver damage, you start getting scarring, you start getting hardening in bits and pieces, starts hardening and scarring. And the further along it goes, then it becomes cirrhosis of the liver, where your whole liver is just um hardened, so it can't perform any of its functions, and that's when you get liver failure. And I'm so sorry, Rabbit of Chaos. Drinking is the worst thing you can do, you know. um Hepatitis is like basically that. It's the inflammation of the liver. And you don't have to get it through drug use or any of that. It's just the hardening and the scarring and of the liver. And then usually you get cancer of the liver, you know. So I'm so sorry he went through that. That's very painful. And if you have any issues with your liver, don't drink. Be very careful with the medications you take. It's detrimental, fatal. I didn't ask for anything except for one of grandma's dolls, the collection she collected. Oh my God, that's beautiful, right? To get a doll that she collected. Oh, that's awesome to have something. I have a basket my mom had made for me one Mother's Day, and it's still in Brooklyn, but Alex knows not to get rid of that because he knows my mother wrote on it for Mother's Day. And I was there last week and I was like, my basket's still here, right? And I should bring it. I need to bring it, but I don't, whatever. But yeah, he knows. My cousins did that with my grandma's passing. All I wanted was my grandma back. Exactly. And I hate that when people are so, oh God, I'll never be the same. And she taught me in standing up for myself and never allow my peace to be affected. That's right. She was amazing. And I think that's amazing. When I lost my best friend to sickle cell, The only thing that got me through was getting involved in advocating for sickle cell research. I think that's a beautiful thing, Coley, and I'm sorry for your loss. You see, she lost her best friend. It's devastating. It's devastating. We can all relate. We've all suffered loss in some capacity, some form. Some of us have suffered many losses, and not to say that if you've suffered multiple losses, it hurts any worse. It's devastating. One loss is one loss too many, you know? Yes, unfortunately, we dealt with greed with from some family members after my grandmother passed. It was heartbreaking and outrage. Girl, I know. I know. You see people trying to gain money from it. Now that social media is so prevalent, people going and asking for money and donations for things that they have no business asking for that they didn't need. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's fucking gross, man. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is a wonderful thing to do. Right? That would be so hard. I know. I know. Yes, I had relatives show up wanting to pilfer her belongings. Holy shit. It was heartbreaking. They had referred to her stuff as crap when she was alive. Then they were valuing her stuff. Fucking gross. Sorry. Yeah, listen, I could get animated because shit like that gets me hot. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Like, I want nothing from no one that has passed away. I will never exploit someone's passing for what? A piece of jewelry, a car, whatever the freak. Like, no, I will walk. My neck will be bare. There's no fucking reason. No, hell, get the fuck. Yeah, no, man. Y'all need Jesus. Sorry. These people need Jesus, man. When my husband leaves his dirty socks on the floor, I remember the most important things about him rather than and for JJ, that's a big thing because JJ has OCD about cleanliness. So I know she means that literally, like socks. Okay, remember, he's a good husband. Remember, you need him. You need him. You can't throw him down the stairs, JJ. You need him. You love him. Remember that shit. I just wanted the crocheted blanket she passed covered with. Oh, I never wanted anything and could have taken it all. My mom got the hand. I'll never forgive her for selling it. She sold it? I'm not gonna disrespect your mom, Jenny Lee. I don't disrespect moms, but damn. Damn, mom. Damn. Yeah, that's yikes. The shade is ghosted? Oh no, you gotta take a picture and show me. You gotta take a picture and show me. My auntie was more like a mother's surname was Diamond. Oh my God, Welsh. See, signs everywhere. Signs everywhere, Welsh. Signs are everywhere. I believe that. I believe that everybody's, you know, you end up certain places for a reason. You get certain signs for a reason, certain feelings for a reason. You know what I mean? I believe in that. I don't believe in all psychics and all that shit. Because most of the psychics, listen, why they ain't got no psychic information about themselves? Like, how you could tell everybody else what their lucky numbers are and play the lotto? Bitch, why haven't you won the lotto then? I don't believe in none of that shit. Again, that's just me. You believe in psychics, buying coche. I don't. I don't. I think that that is exploitative to take advantage of people that are grieving. And yeah, I think it's gross. That's another way to exploit grief, but I'm going to shut up about that because I will go on a whole tirade about that. Anyway, you are the same way with your husband. I started getting rid of things this way. They're not fighting over it. I gave it away. My ex and myself already had our grave and the headstone. So you've already been like prepared for that. And I think that's important. It is kind of morbid. Some people think it's morbid to have to do that, but I think that's just being responsible. Being a responsible adult, we have to come to terms with that everyone passes. That is a natural progression of life. As sad as it may be, as scary as it may be, we have to be prepared for that. And we should try to be prepared for that because that lessens the stress, the grief for the people that are left behind. We want our family, our loved ones to grieve. We don't want them to have the burden of having financial things to deal with because we've passed away and now they're in debt or whatever. If you can, and I know some people are just, you don't have it, right? I get that. That's why I'm trying to prepare now. I should have prepared years ago. Put a little aside, a little bit, $5 a week, whatever you can aside, so that God forbid, you know, you have something for your family so that they don't have to worry about that as well. You know, I know you are, Teresa. I know you are working through the grief every day. March 3rd is his birthday and he died on March 11th. Oh my goodness. So you just celebrated his birthday. Happy belated birthday to your brother. You just celebrated his birthday. And his passing is coming up in a few days. Teresa, I'm here for you. We're here for you. He is birthday twins with your son. Oh my goodness, Shay. Happy belated birthday to your nene. Yeah, and Welsh, I'm so sorry too. That's also your husband's birthday? Guys, listen. I'm starting to get goosebumps now. Y'all starting to freak me out, man. Starting to freak me out. All right. In a good way. In a good way. This is, I'm telling you, the relatable, no, is that, I was going to say a word that doesn't exist. Relatableness, no. The ability to relate and find similarities and ways to comfort each other. I think that is a sign, Teresa, of comfort for you. You know, there's people that share his birthday. That could be a way to comfort you and let you know he's still looking down on you. And I would take it as a great sign, because I know you're grieving every day. I know, Teresa, it's still hard for her, you know? I get it, Wildflower. I get it, Mama. I know I still have to go to the store because my dumbass didn't get cigarettes when I was like, yes, I smoke. Yes, yes, I'm trying to quit. All right. It is my only vice. No, I'm a lie. I'm a lie. Cigarettes and coffee. Yeah, those are my two vices. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. I need to stop at the smokes. My husband also has no kids, yet treats. Yes, he does. JJ, the hell wrong? He has two kids, girl. Watch your damn mouth, JJ, all right? He has two childrens. Your children's is his children, okay? Don't be saying that shit because I don't make me tell him what you. I'm just kidding, but I get what you're saying. Biologically, he doesn't. Those are his children. JJ's children are his children. Yeah, they do. They're great to her kids. 26 watching and only 20 likes. Bush watchers, please, if you in the bushes, just hit the little like. Help my little ego. Even if you don't like me, listen, do it for somebody you love that, or whatever. Like, fuck you, Sophie. I can't stand you. I'm watching you because I'm waiting to be offended by something you've said. Because, bitch, you've offended me here, even though, I don't know what they could be offended by. They'll find something to be offended by. Dislike. I can't see the dislikes. So you waste your time, honestly. I don't know why YouTube is like, they know I have a fragile ego. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck. They don't show me the dislikes. So if people dislike it, I don't get to see it. I get no inkling. I only see the likes. So that is the universe. Like, no, Selfie's fragile. She shouldn't be on YouTube. She can't take criticism. We're not going to let her see the dislikes. Wah, 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 wah. You might want to take, oh yeah, yours too, Shay. Yep. Megs kick my ass though. Because whenever Shay goes on a shopping spree, she buys doubles. Megs gets to it. And that's why I love the relationship that Shay and Megs have, mother and daughter. They are best friends. And I think that that's such an amazing thing. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see people that are close to their parents. I love it. Genuinely, it makes my heart happy. It makes my heart so happy to see people close to their parents. I always judge people on how they treat their parents. Now, I know there are people that are not close to their parents for legitimate reasons, and I understand that. But I'm talking about, I know many people, I'm not going to put people on blast, but people even here that have had rough relationships with their parents that still are so kind about their parents. They're honest about their experiences, but they're still so kind about their parents. And that tells me what kind of a person you are, you know? Especially if you're a parent, if you know you had a difficult upbringing and your parents weren't, you didn't have the best relationship with your parents. As a parent, you have to remember we make mistakes. And I never want my sons to be in a place where they're like, oh, my mother was the worst. My mother, da 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 da. Da. So no matter what happened with me and my mother, and I've dealt with a lot of trauma, I still respect my mother. I respect her memory. She was still my mother. Um, and she could only give me what she had to give, you know? And so I think of that as a mom. I know I've made mistakes and I never want my sons to be like, oh, my mother, F that bitch, and da 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 da. So I'm very aware of that. And so I pay close attention to how people talk about their parents, how they treat their parents. And like I said, there's circumstances where parents have done terrible things to people. And I understand. I don't mess with my mom or my dad. They did X, Y, and Z to me. I understand that and I respect that. But I'm talking about people that haven't had that situation. I think if you have the ability to have a good relationship with your parents, cherish that. Cherish your parents, cherish whoever, if it's a grandmother, if it's an aunt, if it's a cousin, if it's a brother, cherish those relationships, because none of us are promised tomorrow. I know I sound like a damn, I know, cliche, I know, but I mean that. I mean that. Right? I can't wait to see what I saw a few items, but JJ just, I need to still order from them. I want to order from them, but I told you, every time I put stuff in my cart, I'm just like, I can't reconcile spending the money. I need to stop it. Just do it. Just do it. Just buy the shit. We didn't want to have any kids when we got married. We discussed it and decided that we were not having any. But he treats my daughter just like his, and his family treat me amazing. I think that's a beautiful thing, Diamond Eyes. I think that's a beautiful and amazing thing, and it shouldn't be taken lightly because there's some people that are terrible step parents. Terrible. We see these stories all over YouTube, all over the news, right? The stepmother just did such and such to the kids. So appreciate people that are amazing to your kids or to, I think they should be celebrated. Because so we tend to forget about the good things because the bad outweighs stuff on the news or in social media, everywhere. You see all the bad, and the good is really overshadowed. And we need to celebrate the good. The people that are these amazing parents, these amazing friends, these amazing lovers, all this stuff. We need to celebrate that and remember to tell them how amazing they are. In the moment, I know that I had family that said, "Oh, don't send me flowers when I'm passed away if you didn't send me any flowers when I was alive." And it doesn't mean literal flowers. Don't cry over me when I'm passed if you didn't show me love when I was alive. Because I know a lot of people do that. They pay no attention to people, don't reach out to their loved ones. And when they pass, they're, oh, I love them so much. Show them when they're alive if you can. Show them when they're alive, you know? Oh my God, I'm way back there. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that, Jay. That should get me mad. That should get me mad. Yeah, that's gross. I'm sorry, guys. That's fucking gross. All right, let me move up. I'm sorry. And there's so many people that Jesus Christ, JJ. Lord of mercy. I'm sorry. JJ, I just love her to death. I just cannot. I just cannot. I swear to God. Right? I will haunt you, bro. I will haunt you. Listen, man. Somebody comes and tells you I'm gone, pray for me and move on, right? Don't reach out to my family. Don't do it because I will haunt the shit out of you. I will slam cabinets. I will do like in Ghost. I will practice pushing shit. Practice with all my might till I knock shit over. I will break your fucking makeup palettes. I will break your treasured possessions. You do that shit to me. I'ma haunt you, but I'ma fuck your shit up. I'ma cut holes in your favorite dresses, ruin your boots. Yeah. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out I'm gonna be the worst ghost you ever met. Play no games with that. Don't do that to grieving families. The fuck is wrong with people? Do not do that to grieving families. We have no right to do that. Thank you guys. Yo, I am so slow with the comments. Lord of mercy. I know, Pat. Thank you. Hey, Chronic Space. How are you doing, Shorty? Love you, Chronic. I love my Chronic so much. My stepson's mom also drank herself to death. She was going to face prosecution for lying to get benefits and just started drinking heavily. Cirrhosis is a bad way to go. It is a horrendous way to go. It's so painful. It's just like cancer. My paternal grandmother had lung cancer and it was horrible. The pain she was in, I've shared that as well. We weren't close when I was born, and not to dog my grandmother, may she rest in peace. We weren't close. When I was born, my mother brought me. I was born 5 days before Christmas, so it was winter. It was December. My mother brought me to my grandmother's house, and I was bundled up. She took me, unwrapped me on the bed, and I was told the first thing my grandmother said was that I don't look like my father. I'm like 2 days old, like with the book, that I'm not his daughter. My mother just wrapped me back up, and her mother lived in the Bronx where my grandmother lived. And she proceeded to take me to my maternal grandmother's house and cried. And we were never close to my paternal grandmother. We weren't. We weren't. And I had cousins that she was extremely close to. And it wasn't only my dad's kids she wasn't close to. She wasn't close to my my dad's sister's kids that lived in the same building. It was weird. She wasn't close to us, but she was close to two of her other grandkids. She favored them. And when my grandmother got sick and went into the hospital, me and my sister were there for her every day. Every day. And her two favorite grandkids didn't come to visit because we were there. They didn't come to visit. They said they didn't want to see her like that. And although me and my sister weren't close to my sister that passed away, we weren't close to her. We did it for my father. We were extremely close to my father. I love my father. My father to me is a saint. He is my superhero. And my dad worked a lot. My dad is now retired, but he worked a lot. So we were there for him. We were there for him. And in those last few months, we got closer to my grandmother. Because we were there with her all the time, and I remember when she was in so much pain, she, even though your lungs are back here, she would try to hold herself this way. She was so thin. And she would always hold herself like this and try to stop the pain. And she was always like holding herself, trying to stop the pain. And I remember she told me one time to suffocate her, to end her suffering. She told me in Spanish to put a pillow over her. And I was like, girl, what the hell? I'm not going to jail for the rest of my life. Like, we weren't close. Like, I'm trying to make a bad joke, but she did. She told me to do that, and I, was like, what the hell? She's delirious. She was in that much pain. And so it was kind of, we made amends before she passed away. And it was for my dad, and at least it was my way to show my dad I will always have your back. Like, I love my father. He's always been there for me. And we weren't close, but the pain she went through with lung cancer was something that I never hope I see ever again in life. The pain that she went through, it was excruciating. It was horrible. I love you too, Teresa, So, sorry. I'm down to about 3 cigarettes a day, soon I'll be finished. You can do it. I know, I'm trying. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try because if I stop smoking, then I know that I'll really get healthier. My goal is to be here, to be a grandma one day. None of my sons have kids. None of my sons are married. Um, One of my sons is almost 30. He's 28. And none of my sons have kids. And I want to be a grandma one day. I'm not rushing them because I want them to be ready and able and, able to take care of a family and a kid. But I want to be a grandma. So I want to be around to make sure that I'm a grandma, that I could run after the kid and, do all these things. So I want to stop smoking. Pain is hard to deal with. Yes. You're not alone. You're not alone, Rabbit of Chaos. You're not. I understand completely, but we only have one life. Since we are gone, we do not get a do over. Yeah, this isn't a video game. We don't respawn. Stay strong. I understand more than you know. Exactly. And we're here to support you in any way we can. My grandma passed on April 22nd, and my sister's birthday 2 days before my husband's. Wow. My mother passed on April 13th, and her birthday is April 26th. So she passed 13 days before her birthday. April next month will be 3 years, and my mom's been gone. And then it's also her birthday. So I'm not looking forward to it. I just feel like I'm five when it comes to losing my parents. They've always been amazing to us kids. Same. When I get around my dad, I feel like I'm a kid. It's the weirdest thing. I've said it so many times too. My dad lives in Jersey, and when I see my dad, I always feel like I'm a kid around my dad. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't even see the age. The other recently, like when I look at pictures, I'm like, damn, my dad is gray. But when I look at him, I see my young dad. Is that weird? I don't see his age. I don't see the age he is now. I don't feel my age. I feel like a little kid with my dad. And it's not until I look at pictures that I realize, wow, my dad is gray. My dad is older. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm just demented. I fucking know. It could be that. Could be that. My grandfather died on my 15th birthday. Holy crap, Patty. You've hated your birthday ever since. That's horrible. That's horrible to lose a loved one on your birthday. And I'm so sorry. That's horrible. That is forever tainted your birthday. Oh no. My mom was married 43 years to my father and then divorced 2 years ago. So I bought a house big enough for my mom to move into with me and my son. She is older. I love her being here. That is beautiful, Miss Manda. That is beautiful. And you guys know I'm living with my sons, have my own place in Brooklyn, but because of circumstances, I moved in with my sons. They asked me to come stay with them. Um, and it's hard because I feel like a burden sometimes, even though they never make me feel like that. I'm used to having my own place. I have my apartment in Brooklyn, two-bedroom apartment, and I'm here. I don't have my own space. I'm appreciative though. I'm grateful that I'm here with my sons. But it's weird. I shouldn't be living with my sons. They're bachelors. They don't have wives. They don't have kids. They work hard. They have their own apartment. They each have their own bedrooms. They shouldn't have their mom here. You know what I mean? It's just weird. So I understand, but whatever. I hope this is momentary. I don't plan to live with my sons forever. Imagínate, like, no, I can't. My mother-in-law says you are my only daughter. Oh, that's beautiful, Diamond Eyes. That's beautiful. You know, uh, my mother-in-law passed away, and she was an amazing woman too. I loved her so much. I was born into a large family, but I'm not part of a large family. I'm blessed to have a husband who I love and my own children, but I'm happiest now than ever. I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you're happy, Washington, that you have an amazing husband and amazing kids. I don't know, guys. I hope that this has helped somewhat. I want to do maybe next month we'll do a semi, and I say semi open panel because you guys know there's a few people that are blocked on my channel, only a few. Um so if I say open panel, it's not open to people that I've personally blocked. I'm not talking about trolls. people that I've personally blocked, which is literally, I say 4% because I think it's like 4 people that I've personally blocked, like that I have issues with on YouTube. Not people that use sock accounts to troll me or talk shit. Not those people. People that have made video after video after video after video saying the worst shit. Those 4 motherfuckers can never come on my channel, could never come on my panel, could never, no. Everybody else is welcome. To come on my panel is welcome. In my chat, they are welcome. So I want to do a semi-open panel, except for those 4 motherfuckers, to come up. And if you want to share your experience, strength, and hope with us, you can do that. You know, yeah, I love my JJ so much. Um, I would love to do that. Sorry. um, because I think it's important that we have these conversations, that people are able to share and vent and get their feelings out and cry if you want to, or you know, talk about your anger, your frustration, your hurt, whatever. I think that it's important. I think that it's important. Sorry, that was weird. I was just leaving the doctor's office for a biopsy when I pulled up to the mall because I needed to get Father's Day gifts, and my phone rings and my mom says, "Your brother died. Where are you?" Oh my gosh, Diamond Eyes, I'm so sorry. See, that's horrible. Oh my God. I was gutted standing in the store. We just got into asking for help. I can imagine you're stuck now, right? And it's dangerous like that, because imagine having to drive back home in that state or something. And I'm so sorry. That's, yeah, that's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It was a veteran service the family understood, but I still wish they would have made it another day. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to have grandbabies. I can't wait. I want grandbabies. I want to see little babies so I could smell babies. Babies have the most amazing smell. I'm too old. Listening, no, I can't have. I don't know. Anyway, grandbabies, yes, because they could go with their mama. Go with your mama when I get tired. You know what I mean? Go back to your mom. Drive me crazy. All the perks of parenthood. None of the burden. I don't have to be the disciplinary. I get to be the good grandma all the time. All the time. Just do all the fun things of parenting with none of that other shit. You know what I mean? Can't wait to be a grandma. I really can't. So I really can't. I want a grandbaby. That's your daughter's birthday? Holy crap. The day of your mom. Oh my gosh, no. Really? Wow. See? Yeah. It's my mom's birthday soon. I don't know. I don't know. I want to do something for her birthday. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a memorial stream. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for my JJ to have a memorial. I definitely am gonna wait for my JJ. What the hell? A skunk, Patty Brunner? I'm about to end anyway. It's been 2 hours. I love you, Patty Brunner, but I'm gonna end too in a few seconds. You can be my adopted daughter, sister. Oh, Shay. She's so sweet. I love my Shay. Girl, your comments are delayed. Jade, I mean, Teresa, I'm all the way in 2 hours ago reading comments, man. There has to be a better way. April 13th, every 7 years, Friday the 13th. Oh my God, right? I love Friday the 13th, the movie, but right? Friday the 13th, every 7 years. And isn't that like 7 years? Seven is a bad luck number? I don't fucking know. I know people, a lot of buildings in New York don't have a 13th floor because it's bad luck. So they have a 12 and a 14. It's so weird. Like, what the hell? A lot of high rises don't have 13. But I guess they superstitious back in the days. Those are old buildings. I think a lot of the new buildings now have 13s. A lot of the old buildings didn't have 13. It's just like, nah, we skipping that shit. We're so happy that you're here, Diamond Eyes. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. I'm puffing a skunk. What the hell? What is it with the skunk? My son lives with me, so I don't get breaks anymore. Oh no, but that's a good thing. I don't know. I love my sons. I love like this. Oh my god, this morning. I'm gonna tell you guys this before I get off. Wait, let me read some comments, then I'll tell you. I always say I will know when my egg donor passes. We'll be hiding in the pub. Oh my god, right? I understand, and some people are just egg donors. I get it. I get it. I get it. They didn't ask. They said, Bish, you're coming with me. What the fuck? Yeah, they didn't ask. They said, yep, they didn't. You're right, JJ. They were like, no, they forced me. They forced me. They actually forced me. We're like, no, we're not. JJ remembers. JJ was on the phone with my son that day. He was like, no, this is not a democracy. I'm telling you, ma. I'm not asking you. I was like, oh, forceful Arby. He was like, yeah, pack your shit, ma. Like that. He didn't give a fuck what his father had to say. Pack your shit, ma. We out. That's how it was that day. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, my I always said that as long as I had a place to live, my sons always had a place to live. And I still have the apartment. My husband is still there in Brooklyn. I'm just here. It is what it is. Skunk. There was a skunk in over here by the entrance of the I was like, do not spray me. That's the last thing I need. My dad died many years ago. When he passed, God touched my heart and said, he's fine. He's with me. That's when I knew there was a God. When your heart was at ease, right? Yeah. I mean, I know everything happens for a reason. I'm angry at the circumstances. Like I've said, I've accepted it, but I'm still angry at the circumstances. It didn't have to happen that way, and I guess that's the oxymoron, right? If I'm saying I accepted it and then I'm saying I'm angry because it didn't have to happen, maybe I haven't fully accepted it. I just think I'm just angry at them that they didn't try to help my mother, that they didn't try to. My mother took you in. You weren't paying any rent. You weren't paying any bills in my mother's house. And my mother gave them the bedroom. It was supposed to be a woman and her kid. She ended up moving her boyfriend in too. And my mother gave them her bedroom. My mother was sleeping on the living room, no privacy in her own apartment. And you didn't even pay my mother rent. And my mother falls and you bitch don't even get up and check on my mother. You just leave her on the fucking floor. I can't talk about it because every time I do, you see, I get crazy. I start cursing and get, I don't know. I'm angry. Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah, my mom says the same thing. She didn't want to bother me. You wanted her here. And I would have definitely taken my mother into. My mother didn't let me go to her apartment because I wanted to fight the lady because they were taking advantage of my mother. And that's why I couldn't go to my mother's house because I told her, if I come there, I'm going to throw them the fuck out. So my mother wouldn't let me go to her apartment because I was going to kick them the fuck out and it was going to be a problem. You're taking advantage of my mother. She's sick. She has a home health aide. She can't take care of herself and you're taking it. So my mother didn't let me go to her apartment because it was going to be an issue. And I was going to call my brothers and it was going to be an issue. So I'm glad that I didn't go because it would have been an issue. Yeah, the 4%. No, nope, 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 nope. Yes, semi-open panels, no open panels. Yes, semi. Yes, yeah, Welsh. No, I'm not letting them from work. You can't stand me and you want, no, I don't know. No, talk your shit on your channel like you always do. And come here to talk shit. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now at least I can have a positive connection to that. Because that day is a hard day. Your daughter's birthday's on the 13th, so everything happens for a reason. So Thank you, Jay Tucker. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I'm just me. I'm just me. They aren't good enough to shine my heels, girl. Not your heels, not your expensive heels, Daddy Warbucks, my benefactor. I had to drive back home an hour away. Oh no, yeah, no. See, that must have been the longest drive ever. Oh my God, I am so sorry, Diamond Eyes. That's yeah, that's horrendous. That is horrendous. I can't even imagine. Oh my God. I'm just I'm just grateful that you made it safely home. You know what I mean? Cuz think about it. A lot of accidents happen when someone is stressed out or dealing with something like that. You know what I mean? That's God bless you for real. My baby boy is going to be 8 this week. He's never met anyone from my side and he never will. It's safer for him. Listen, Welsh, you know what's best for your kids. And as a mom, we protect our kids the best way we can. You know, blessings and love sent to all. We never know what someone is going through, so be kind. Thank you, Marianne. Love you, sis. Thank you. And Mama T, thank you. Yes, the grief hotline, please reach out if you need to. Like I said, it's 24/7. That is what they're there for. Anything, if you're overwhelmed, if you feel at a place where you just need to vent to somebody, and maybe it's the middle of the night and you don't want to bother any of your friends, even though it's not a bother, because I know for me it's not a bother. You don't want to wake somebody up, call them. That is what they do. You can get it out of your system and maybe be able to go back to sleep. Please don't ever suffer in silence. Don't ever suffer in silence. Yeah, he messes with your electronics. That is that's funny. Celebration of life. Yes. 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 That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna celebrate her memory, her life. Um, and I'm looking through my old social media at videos I had. Uh, we spent every New Year's together, so I know I have to have some old videos of New Year's, my mom dancing and acting up because my mom was the life of the party. I'm gonna look for those videos and try to compile them all together. So that's what I've been doing lately, looking through my old social media to look for old pictures and videos of my mom so that I can have them. No, thank you, Pat Wetzel. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for being here, and sharing and opening up, and it means a lot. It's an amazing thing, and I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm excited for grandbabies too. If my Juliana and her boyfriend don't work out, we are arranging a marriage. Girl, yep. Just let me know when she's single. I got plenty of sons for her to choose from. A, B, C, D, E, five. There you go. Down the line. You know how they have those police lineups? I will do one with my sons. Pick your pick your choice, girl. Don't worry about it. What's your pleasure? Sorry. Pimping my sons out. Shit. Listen, fuck out of here. They need a beautiful, good woman, man. Especially my eldest son. He's had bad luck with women. He really has. It's about time. Cruise ships don't have 13 floors. Yeah, a lot of them don't have 13 floors. A lot of skyscrapers here in New York. The worst co-host in the history of co-hosts isn't there to help with the comp. Girl, I know. Why didn't I drop the fucking link? I spaced. I spaced today, but you didn't even say, "Hey, Selby, bitch." I spaced today. I'm so sorry, JJ. I'm telling you, it's been one of those weeks, man. It's yes, yes. So you won't break any more bones, girl. You clumsy. Sorry, Shay. Girl, you clumsy, girl. What the heck? Always breaking something. Stop breaking shit, girl. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's there to be like, Ma, I got you, Ma. Because she's always breaking something. Shit, man. Oh my God, it's so funny. You're good. You're good, Jay Tucker. You're good. I only have one daughter and I have three grandbabies, which two aren't babies anymore. Oh, see, I don't have any daughters. No daughters. No, no. They got you calling people hoes, right? I hate that when I say hi and it says ho. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. My phone is getting me in trouble, trying to get me fucked up. Our baby is 2, and I have a 13 going on 14 and 10 going. Aw, I think that's beautiful. I'm telling you, I can't wait for grandbabies. That is going to be the happiest day of my life when I become a grandma. For real, because I love babies. I love when my sons were babies. I have 5 sons. And I know being a grandmother is going to be like the best thing in the world. Having babies around, being able to spoil them, hold them, all of that. I can't wait. I just don't want to be too old, where I can't bend down and get them, especially when they toddlers chase after their asses. I want to be able to do that. My Juju moved in her boyfriend's house and my son closes on his house soon. It's so weird. I feel like a piece of me is gone, but will live 10 minutes. Yeah, I know, because you're going to be just you and your husband, but they're close by, JJ. You know what I mean? And that's what you want. You don't want failure to launch kids. You don't want that. You don't want that as a parent. You don't want kids that are not able to be independent. That is a great thing. You want them to be independent. Closing on a house, Jules has her own place with her boyfriend. Those are beautiful things. That's why I was so proud of my sons. Their own place. My sons are very close, all live together, work, paid the rent together, never late on their rent, always pay their bills, self sufficient, have cars, great lives, going on vacation. They're going to Miami next week. My sons together. They do a lot of things together. They live together, work together, vacation together. They're going on a vacation next week. My sons are able to do these things because they haven't settled down yet. None of my sons have kids. They can do whatever they like, and that makes me very, very proud of them. Not to say that if you have kids young that there's anything wrong with that. I just know my sons and they wanted to wait till they were ready. And I'm very proud of that. I am. Good night, Vera. Love you. Right? I know I was angry. I loved my mother. And I don't disrespect people's mothers. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I was taught very young to respect my elders, and I do. Respect people's parents, and I do. You know what I mean? I don't come at people on YouTube through their parents, through their kids. I've never done that. I will never do that. No matter what. I've had people try to dox my kids, they came at my son thinking they were coming at my minor son, and they were actually coming at my adult son, trying to dox my adult son, trying to expose my adult son for smoking weed when he's 23 years old and it's legal here in New Jersey. They thought they were exposing my minor, and they were exposing my grown ass son that pays his own damn bills. Um, and I still didn't come for their kids. I still didn't talk shit about their kids. I still didn't talk about. I've had my deceased mother talked about. JJ's had her deceased father talked about in videos in the most disgusting ways. And we still didn't come and talk about people's mothers and people's fathers, their deceased family. That's just shit I don't do. I don't do it. People try to blame me for what other creators do. That shit won't work because I'm not accepting responsibility for anything anybody else says out of their motherfucking mouth. That's why I talk my shit on my channel. That's why you hardly ever see me on a panel, because I don't want anybody else to get the blame for what comes out of this fucking mouth. I talk my shit here. And when JJ has lives, I will talk my shit on her channel, because we get blamed for each other anyway. So might as well keep the momentum going. But, because they say we're conjoined. But I talk my shit here. And there's certain things that I've never done and will never do. Never, no matter what they say. And that's just on God and on facts, because that's how I was raised. You don't disrespect people's parents, no matter what. Live, dead, no matter what. Now, I know that sounds crazy because people I'm beefing with, they may be parents, but no, if I'm beefing with you, you're a bitch. I'm going to keep my fight with you. It's nothing to do with your mother or your kid. You may be a mother, but you're still a bitch, and I still don't like you, and I'm still going to call you a bitch, but no, I'm not coming at your mother. So that is a difference. Just because you're a mother doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you you're a fucking bitch. Cause you is a bitch. You yeah, I'm looking at you. Yes. 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 This song is about you. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Hey Babs Bunny. Hey, how are ya, Sweetie Pie? I will. I know I'm gonna love being a grandma. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm telling you, come on. I be trying to tell my sons, let's get it on. Come on, make me a grandma. They like, girl, no. I'm like, damn it, shit. How long I gotta wait? How long I gotta wait? They're like, I'm not even married. I'm like, fuck. So I gotta wait you get married. Okay, but as soon as you get married, that means the next day, baby making, baby making. Let's do it. Let's do it. My sons look at me like I'm crazy. I want a baby, man. I want a baby. I don't know. I don't want a baby. I want a grandbaby. Let me chill. Because I don't want no damn babies. Comes over and spends the night in her room once or twice a week. She also shares custody of the poodles. Aww. I know I want to bring my dog. I think I'm going to bring my dog for a weekend. My son's going to have to suck it up. I'm bringing my dog is like this. She's a Morkie. She tiny. I carry her in a little bag. I want to bring my dog for a weekend so I could take her out and do all this stuff. I don't know how Stormy probably gonna think she a chew toy. That's the only reason why my sons are skeptical because she's not violent. She'll want to play with her, but she's tiny compared to a damn husky. So I don't know. I may have to like keep her in the room and just be in the room. I don't know, but that's kind of torture. Keep her in the room a whole weekend until I take her out for walks. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't go real life. I don't not for I call people bitches though. I have, but I'm not fighting with people anymore. I'm not. People are still fighting with themselves, thinking they're fighting with me, but they're not fighting with me. They're having a one-way fight. They're having a one-way fight. So, oh yeah. I've had my daughter threaten that we'll never forget that Kiki Ray. Yep. Yep. For no reason. I don't even know why Kiki Ray got in it. Thank you, Kira. I appreciate that, Mama, so much. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Yeah, listen, man. Nope, nope, nope. Come for Cindy's sons and it's on and pop. Yeah, we don't play about JJ's kids. We don't play about my sons. We don't play about Meg's. We don't play about anybody's kids. We don't play that shit. Don't come for our kids. Don't come for our parents. Keep your fight on me. Talk about me looking like Big Ed. Talk about my big ass neck. Talk about my no neck having ass. Talk about yada, yada, yada. I don't give a fuck. Yes, ma'am. Keep your fight with me. Don't talk about my kids. Don't talk about my parents. Don't, none of that. Don't give a fuck. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She does. She does. I know. But it doesn't matter. Some people just want to fight and you just can't give it to them. I think so. I think Stormy will be scared. She doesn't fight back or anything. And Princess is feisty as hell. Prince Princess is feisty. I will have to look out for her. Yes, girl, you don't understand. You don't understand. You can spoil the grandbabies and great grandbabies all the time and hug them so tight. Also, leave that big red lipstick K on their cheeks, right? And then you could smell them, their little neck. Just babies just smell so good. Babies just smell so good. I just love it. I love to smell them and their little fingers, so cute, and bite their little toes. I love it. I love it. That was my favorite thing about my sons, their little feet, their little toes. I used to call them their mosquitoes because they were so little, so cute. I fell into the anti KJ group is 100% because of her autism misinformation. Felt like she was coming over my kid with autism. Yeah, and a lot of people were upset about with KJ, Katie Joy because of that. Don't come around the block either. Yes, that's what happens when you're fighting yourself. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This crazy. Never ever talk about people's kids' family, period. Exactly. Never. Never. And they can never say that I have. I think that your children could do that Taylor Swift thing where they write music on the idiot people that are trying to come for them, right? And one of my sons does, well, two of my sons do music. My intro is my son's. That is my son's song. Two of my sons are on that song. my intro is my son's song. So my sons do music. They do it, that's not their full-time gig, of course. They work full-time, but their passion is music. And that is why my intro will always be my son's song. They have other songs they've made, but I love that song. Megs loves that song too. And I have my sons on my intro because I'm proud of my sons, very proud of my sons. They make me very happy. Yes, baby smells so good. I know, except when they poop or they spit up on you. But even when they spit up their baby milk, still doesn't smell bad. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Babies are just amazing. Just amazing. I love babies. They're just so amazing. And they're so, precious and innocent and I can't wait. I'm gonna be grandma because one of these boys, come on, I got five. One of them gotta make me a grandma. One of them, just don't let it be my 18-year-old. He ain't got no business having no damn kids. He ain't got no damn business having no damn kids. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Some people don't know anything but talking about that's all they do. That because they know that anything else they said, right? It used to be their go-to with me was addict shaming me. Selfies are yada yada selfie. That shit don't bother me now. It doesn't. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, whatever, what you're gonna come at, the dope fiend, the booger sugar, the blah 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then they tried coming for my kids. And that's when I showed my whole ass. Like, yeah, oh, we coming for my kids now? Okay. All right, I'm gonna call you out. Yeah, look, this person here, this is the one that comes after people's kids. This one too. Yeah, Kiki Ray, this one too. Yeah, threaten. Yeah, all this. I'm gonna show who you are online. Online. I'm not gonna show your real name. I'm gonna show who you are online. But now I don't even give it my attention at all. You go through your stages, right? You're angry, you respond to shit. Oh, we didn't even respond all the time. It took like 3 videos, then we respond. To every 3 videos, we respond. Now I'm like, not responding, not giving a fuck. Say whatever you want. Like, I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. They don't know me, you know? They don't. And responding is just wasting my time and me resorting to their level and going back and forth and giving them content. Hey, where's Vixie? I don't see my Vixie, my girl crush. Where's she at? Oh shit, wait. 3 months. Hey Vixie, what the hell? Why can't I see you here? Love you too, Vixie. That's my girl crush right there. That's my bow chicka bow bow. Sorry. I couldn't see her on my damn computer. What the hell? But I saw her here. 3 months. Damn, Vixie. Thank you for that. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Now I see her. Now, puñeta. Now I see you. What the hell? Their lives must suck. Yeah, right? It is. It is projecting. People project. Yes, you have 3 months too. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. I gotta make some more emojis for 6 months. I'm gonna think outside of the box for that one. For the membership. And I'm gonna make some new emojis, guys, because my emojis are kind of boring. I'm gonna make some new ones so you guys could have some new emojis. And don't forget, when it comes to my kids, I'll call her out every damn day if I want to. And I ain't mad at you. And I ain't mad at you. And I will be right there with my pom poms, like, get it, get it, get it. Sorry. Sorry. All right. Anyway, I love you guys. Right? I couldn't see her at first. I was even looking here. I'm like, the hell? And I looked on my phone, then I saw my beautiful Vixie. Um, I appreciate you guys so much, so much, so much, so much. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this stream. I mean, not enjoyed, we're talking about a grief. You know what I'm saying, right? I hope that I don't know, you got something out of it. It eased your heart, your mind a little bit. Just remember you're not alone. Many of us have dealt with grief, are dealing with grief, will deal with grief. Um, and it's okay to go through all these feelings, to be angry, to be in denial, to beg God or whomever you believe in for more time or whatever. Um, But just know, don't suffer alone, don't suffer in silence. It's not weakness to ask somebody for help, to call somebody, to let somebody in, allow somebody to support you. It shows a lot of strength to reach out to somebody and let somebody be there to support you. Um, Grief is very powerful. Grief can be very dangerous. It can creep up on you until it is depression, and depression can lead to dangerous, dark thoughts. So it's important to address it and remember that you have to feel it to heal it. I say that all the time, but you don't have to allow it to take you to a dark place by yourself. Okay? Because it becomes dangerous when you deal with it by yourself. So, I thank you all for being here. It meant a lot to me. You guys helped me, as I say all the time, you guys help me all the time to deal with things. I just love coming and being able to talk to you guys. I get through my days because of you guys. Yes, and this is the grief hotline. Again, there's no shame in needing support, needing help. A yip yak. Oh yes, I gotta make a little dog emoji. A JJ. Sorry, JJ. I'm gonna turn JJ into a poodle. I'm gonna make a yappity yap dog for JJ. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Sending everyone hugs, loves, and prayers in the chat. Thank you, Diamond Eyes, and same to you. I'm going to get your email because I need your address so we can get this going on the road, and sent to you. So, and I'm gonna try to package it really cutely and all this girly stuff because girly over here. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you guys. You guys make it a safe place. You guys, if it wasn't for you guys, again, I would be talking to myself. I would be just looking at myself, talking to myself. So it's you guys that make this channel. It's you guys that make the chat. It's you guys that keep the conversation going. And I'm so grateful to you guys. And to any of my new subscribers in the bushes, it is safe to come out, but take your time. And if you're people that hate me, hi, maybe you may change your mind. And if it's the 4%, stay your asses in the bushes. Because, yeah, you ain't welcome up in here. Stay your asses in the bushes. Okay? Watch from the pea soaked bushes. That's where y'all can stay. But to everybody else, I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm so thankful to you guys. You sent me an Instagram request. When I was checking for Viva La Roca, okay, I'll check. I'll check, Kira. I will check, girl. I will check. Because I had a few requests, but I wasn't sure who was who. But I will check and I will accept it. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow's Stormy's birthday. Tomorrow's Stormy's birthday. My Stormy is 4 years old tomorrow. So tomorrow's Stormy's birthday. Tomorrow is members only. Tomorrow we talk our, I don't know. I am becoming more ASMR every day. I do all this stupid shit. When I am in my kitchen, I tap my nails. I'm like the weirdest ever. I'm like a weirdo. I'm all into this ASMR. I swear to God, I catch myself like weird. I'm a weirdo. Anyway, okay. Tomorrow's members only. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So for all my members, I hope to see you there tomorrow. Talk our shit. Yes, Lizzie. Lizzie, you are welcome, Mama. You are a member. All my members are welcome. Even the ones that are in there to lurk and record. I don't know why. I stand by anything I said. I don't know what y'all think. I don't give a fuck. But thank you, Marianne. Love you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Yes. Oh, homemade lasagna. Vixie, girl, just making me love you more every day, girl. She got the looks, the brains, the beauty, and she could cook. Lord of mercy. Love you, Vixie. Bye, baby. Love you. All right. I love you guys. And mañana nos vemos, right? I will see. Oh my God, the fuck. Sorry. Fucking ASMR is in my blood. I will see all my members tomorrow and all my subscribers on Wednesday. God willing, si Dios quiere, te adoro, all that good stuff. Nos vemos mañana y el miércoles, okay? I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Dinner at Vixie's. Dinner at Vixie's. Yes. Love you guys, and I hope you have a great night. And again, I will see all my members tomorrow, and everybody else on Wednesday. Okay? Have a great night, guys. Just made homemade potato chips. Air fryer potato chips are the shit. Oh my god. Okay. Let me. All right. Let me. You posted pictures on your IG. I'm going to look right now, girl. I'm going to look right now. Love you guys. Have a good night. Please click the like for my ego because I can't see the dislikes. Love you guys. Love you guys. Yeah, dinner at Vixie's and Teresa's. We going all around the world. We're going to Canada, then we're going over to Vixie. We're just doing it all. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye guys. Te quiero mucho.